Hey, so I'm gonna do a quick take on 90 Day the Other Way. This episode was really good and a little explosive to me. Uh, Starting with Armando and Kenny, I think Kenny is alluding to the fact that he does want to either have a surrogate or have a child with Armando. We'll see what's gonna happen in the future, but this is what Armando really wants. We go to Kim and TJ. They really got into it, and he just felt upset because when he met her family, that she was upset and angry, and the whole thing just didn't go well because of her behavior. So he was trying to break it off, and it looked like they weren't going to do it. But it was really sweet how things turned around, and Kim just let him know how much she loved him and she needed him and she wanted him in her life. And he said, we're going to get through things together. And they're getting married in a couple days. So the wedding is not off. And that was really a nice turnaround, because for a minute there, they had us scared like, oh, the wedding's off. The wedding's not off. It's continuing. So that's good for them. And I wish them the best, that they can finally get along. The family has been an issue, his family for the most part. So we'll see what goes on as they continue this and decide to spend their life together and get married in a couple of days. Shekinah and Sarper. Shekinah went all the way to Turkey to be with Sarper. Sarper definitely is a playboy type. She looks like a Kim Kardashian type. Honestly, they both look like they've had work done. Of course, they're heavily in fitness. They both seem like they're two very, I'll say I don't want to be negative. I'll just say they really care about the aesthetics and the look portion and package, though I do feel like she does have something more to her. She does have a daughter and she really cares for her. Sarper, I'm not 100% sure. He said he was a playboy, slept with over 2,500 women. Who keeps count of that? And that's a lot. That's a huge number. They kind of got into it because he didn't want to post a picture of them kissing. She did a selfie of them kissing and she wanted to post it. So he was like, well, I don't really want to broadcast our relationship, but there's crazy exes out there that might stalk you. And she basically felt it was a red flag and that he was trying to hide her because he was still living his player lifestyle. A couple other red flags for Sarper. He is a personal trainer. He wants her to be at a certain weight limit. She's like 132. He wants her at 128. She's not far from what he wants, but you shouldn't have to live your life off of what someone else wants, and she should be happy with her body, however her body is. So that's a really big red flag. She said she dealt with it. She's dealing with it. She thinks it's not as big as some of their other issues. And definitely, if he is still doing Playboy lifestyle, then that is a huge issue that they definitely, I hope that can be worked out, because you don't know if someone has that type of mentality, is it going to be easy for them to let go? And he's saying he's saying he's been committed to her. She's living with him in his country, and he feels that he's come a long way when it comes to that. But we'll see as time goes on. But she's seeing huge red flags right now, especially, they got in a big argument because he posted the picture in his stories on Instagram, which goes away in 24 hours. So she's upset about the fact that, his big post of their love and relationship isn't a story that's going to go away in 24 hours. So she was really upset about the whole social media posting thing. And some people are like, why do you care that much about that? In some ways, it could matter. I think because he's pushing back so hard against it, it does have some type of meaning, because he's really pushing hard against it. So it definitely does seem like it could be a red flag issue. And, he picked her outfit. He's telling her how to put her makeup on, add more blush. I'm sorry, I cannot be controlled every little detail of my body, my looks, what I'm wearing, my makeup. To me, this is just red flags all over the place. I don't think that I could last 10 seconds in this type of relationship. We can all say that once you kind of fall for somebody, it's not so easy to let go, and then you want to find the good things and you want to build on that, and sometimes we want to push the bad things out of our mind, but these stand out pretty high and pretty upfront to me, so she kind of really needs to address these things or walk away. Then ending it up with Danielle and Johan. Johan's at the gym with his friends, and he just basically says, one of his friends, I married this American woman, and we're supposed to be having a house and a car. We're just renting right now. She's not setting me up like she's supposed to. I'm supposed to be treated as a king. And she promised me all these things, and I'm like, Danielle, what's wrong with you? You promised to basically take care of this man and just have him basically live off of you and to give him the best of the best. But it looks like she has no idea that this is what his expectations are as we go forward into the episode. But I know she knows something. I know because she was really upset that she was putting everything up. She was like the breadwinner of the house, and she was kind of emasculating him because of that. So on some level, she kind of knows what she's getting into, but does she know, the fact that he's expecting her to take care of him and support him, and he has no qualms and no shame on this. And his friend is actually on his side too, saying, this is why I'm with an American woman. And this is like one of the nightmares of 90 Day, or one of the nightmares of seeing someone that's in another country, is that you're being used for your American status, your American money, and you're not truly being loved. He may care for her on some level, but his concerns seem to be very high on finance and what he can get out of this relationship monetarily. So that was like a big blow and a big thing. And to see these men like this, talking like this as if they're supposed to be supported, it was really heartbreaking and astonishing and shocking to me. But I've seen it. I see it now. It's become even more prevalent, not only for men from other countries, but American men that, if they call you the independent woman, they show you all this love. They say, oh, she's got it going on. They, compliment that. But on the other end, they want you to pay for all of their things and do everything that they want you to do and basically take care of them, but they still want to be called the king. So I think that's backwards. I'm old school and traditional, but I think that still needs to stay the same. And if you do feel like you're that type of guy, then you need to be upfront with your intentions and your thoughts and what you're thinking and feeling on this. The language barrier could definitely be an issue as well. But sometimes people have certain expectations of you and you don't even know it. So we really do need to have that talk and that chat. There's a ministry I follow. I think it's called Redefine TV. And one of the lessons was about undefined expectations, something on that note. And we need to know what to expect from each other. And early on in a relationship, what part or role do you want to play in this? And am I up for that? Is this good for me? So, that's a big lesson in expectations and really getting to know those things before going forward. And a language barrier just makes it even harder to do that. So, I don't know what's going to happen with them, but I really want to see the conclusion of what goes down with Danielle and Johan, definitely. A great episode of 90 Day the other way, and hopefully we see what's next and what's going on with some of the other couples there. If you have any questions, comments, you can always email me at cbiztv@yahoo.com. That's cbiztv@yahoo.com, where we talk faith, love, and trends. This is Irene. Thank you for checking me out, and God bless.
JerichoMedic.com